Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about the Mile High Club building being finished in Grand Theft Auto Online, just not done by Rockstar. So this very impressive mod actually turns the Mile High Construction Club site into a DLC, which is incredibly impressive. And we've actually talked about this a little bit on the channel, but it has finally been completed, which is extremely cool. So I'll leave a ton of resources in the description if you want to be able to check this out for yourself if you want. And if you don't end up having PC or simply don't want to install the mod or the update, I'll leave a link to more resources like a trailer in the description so you can check it out for yourself. So for pretty much 8 years now since the release of GTA 5, the Mile High Club has remained unfinished. And if you guys don't know what the Mile High Club is, it's essentially this giant under construction skyscraper in Grand Theft Auto 5. And even though the building is under construction, there's actually a lot that players can do with it. There's a construction crane attached to it that the players can climb. It's the second tallest structure in Los Santos, only surpassed by the Maze Bank Tower. The company building the complex is STD Contractors, and it is described as downtown's newest and most exciting complex and promises commercial and business spaces at low rates. And it has not obviously been finished, even though in real life, what was supposed to be the Mile High Club, which is based off of the JW Marriott and the Ritz-Carlton Hotel building that is a part of LA Live, it has actually been completed in real life. But in game, it has not been completed, which is very funny. So it is shocking that Rockstar haven't gone about updating this in GTA Online, especially with some of the other things they've done. You know, adding bunkers and adding giant hangars into the game. Even completely remodeling and modifying the Diamond Casino and Resort, which was the old Be Lucky Los Santos Casino. So it does make you wonder why they've chosen not to do this with the Mile High Club. Well, a group of modders have actually taken upon it themselves. So according to PCGamesN.com, one group of players have banded together to complete the Mile High Club's construction, and it's clear they have big ideas. So the project's lead architect, Khalid, says that it all started as a small side project meant to help them grow familiar with modeling environments for video games. But close to a year later, though, in a completed version of the Mile High Club is now a slice of something much larger. Rags and Riches is a piece of fan-made DLC that fleshes out the Mile High Club and Facade's theater interiors and exteriors. The mod also features story missions that whisk you away to new locations that the team has stitched together. You can tackle those missions as Michael, Trevor, or Franklin, or a version of yourself if you want a Grand Theft Auto Online-like experience. Plenty is being kept under wraps right now, though we know that new weapons and vehicles are also in the work, and it's currently available on Patreon, but a version will be free when the mod is done. And just so you guys have an idea of what we're talking about right here, I'll show you guys a quick snippet of the most recent trailer they released. And if you want to check out the whole thing, I will be sure to leave a link to that in the description as well. So how awesome is that? That looks like a legitimate GTA 5 DLC and update. Like, that looks like something Rockstar literally produced. So again, if you guys want to check that out for yourself, I will leave a link to their Patreon page in the description. I don't know enough about Patreon or what level you need to, join in order to get access to this, but this is pretty awesome. And if you guys really want to check this out for yourself, you have the ability to. And honestly, this is something that I have been asking Rockstar to do for years now. Now, I don't know what sort of update they would attach to the Mile High Club, but I'm sure they could introduce a brand new building into the game, new places to live in the forms of like these wealthy penthouse-like skyscrapers. I'm sure they could attach various story mode-esque missions to them. And again, who knows what Rockstar has planned next for the future, and maybe this is something they'll be able to do in the expanded and enhanced version. This might be something that Rockstar have wanted to do for a long time, but they might not have had the technical ability. Maybe it just simply wasn't possible on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and it's something they have to wait to do on PS5 and Xbox Series X with the expanded and enhanced version of the game. So maybe, just maybe, this is something we will see coming up when that version arrives. But I think this is incredible. Now, there are a couple more quotes to this. They go on to say, the hardest part was trying to make this whole block area fit with the rest of the vanilla map. The quality has to match the surrounding elements, and it should look and feel like something Rockstar would do. Going on to say, we had to redo a lot of stuff to make sure our work didn't feel out of place on the map, so it's not just modeling and texturing the models and the work is done. Some elements still do feel out of place, and that's something we will have to put work in. Now, there is no exact release date on this one, but if you would like to follow the progress, I'll of course include a link in the description. You can follow them on Discord and Patreon, and this is pretty cool. Now, my only fear for this is if Rockstar does end up doing something like this on their own, that this could potentially be shut down. We've seen stuff like this in the future where very talented groups of the community will make their own modifications or remasters or whatever it might be, and because Rockstar gets wind of it, they end up shutting it down because they might have plans for it for the future. And if that's the case, it's unfortunately bad news for the guys creating it, but it's good news for the rest of the GTA community that might not necessarily be able to take advantage of a cool mod like that. And just based off of what we've seen so far, hopefully Rockstar, if they do something like this, can come close to the quality that we've seen in this mod, because this looks absolutely incredible. And I know that if this was created by Rockstar, this is something that fans would very thoroughly enjoy. So I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Mile High Club building being completed in Grand Theft Auto Online, only not by Rockstar, instead by a group of modders. Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.